I've been briefed about the bombings in New York and New Jersey and the attack in Minnesota. Obviously, we need to do everything we can to support our first responders, also to pray for the victims. We have to let this investigation unfold. We've been in touch with various officials, including the mayor's office in New York, to learn what they are discovering as they conduct this investigation. And I'll have more to say about it when we actually know some facts.
Secretary, do you have any reaction to the fact that Donald Trump immediately upon taking the stage tonight called the explosion in New York a bomb?
Bombing.
And said that to the crowd?
Well, I think it's important to know the facts. Bombing about any incident like this. That's why it's critical to support the first responders, the investigators who are looking into it, trying to determine what did happen. Bombing.
I must tell you that just before I got off the plane, a bomb went off in New York, and nobody knows exactly what's going on. But boy, we are living in a time. We better get very tough, folks. We better get very, very tough. So we'll find out. But it's a terrible thing that's going on in our world and in our country. And we are going to get tough and smart and vigilant, and we're going to end it. We're going to end it. We'll see what it is. We'll see what it is.
I hope you caught all of that. It's a bit difficult to hear someone talking on a plane, but Donald Trump says we've just been informed about the bombings. Hillary Clinton comes out onto the plane and says we've just been informed about the bombings in New York and New Jersey. The first question from a member of the media, there's been criticism of Donald Trump for calling it a bomb before he knew what it was. I just don't understand it. Let's bring in Brent Bozell, Media Research Center President. Brent, if nothing else completely encapsulates the difference between covering Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, there it is.
Doesn't it, though? Donald Trump is briefed on a plane. Hillary Clinton is briefed on a plane. Donald Trump's statement, getting off the plane, about a bombing is outrageous. Her statement about a bombing is measured according to the networks. And they attack Donald Trump for doing exactly what she did. And, oh, by the way, Donald Trump was right.
He was right. And it gets even better. Get this. CNN re-airs Hillary Clinton's bomb statement. But guess what? They take out the word bomb completely. Roll the tape.
Obviously, we need to do everything we can to support our first responders. We have to let this investigation unfold.
Do you have any reaction to the fact that Donald Trump immediately upon taking the stage tonight called the explosion in New York a bomb and said that to the crowd?
Well, I think it's important to know the facts about any incident like this. That's why it's critical to support the first responders.
So first we have CBS saying editing out Bill Clinton's frequently has issues, talking about his wife, to rarely. And now we have this. I mean, Brent, at some point you just really, these are news organizations. You're supposed to take them at face value, but it's difficult when they do this kind of stuff.
They're 100% in the tank for Hillary Clinton. Look how they attacked Donald Trump on the birther thing. It was the New York Times that brought up John McCain in 2008 and his birther situation. It was the media who brought up Ted Cruz. It was Sidney Blumenthal from the Hillary's Clinton that brought up Barack Obama. And yet they hit Ted Cruz. They hit Donald Trump on it relentlessly. Look, every reporter was there on that airplane. Every reporter, every network heard her call it a bombing, and then 1 minute later take this gratuitous slap at Donald Trump, and yet no one reported it.
All right. Now, Brent, listen to this question. This is a reporter asking Hillary during her Q&A this morning in White Plains.
Are you concerned that this weekend's attacks or potential incidents in the coming weeks might be an attempt by ISIS or ISIS sympathizers or really any other group, maybe the Russians, to influence the presidential race in some way and presumably try to drive votes to Donald Trump.
Did Hillary write that question? How can you bring the Russians into this? I mean, that's a stretch at best, and it plays right into Hillary's, narrative that Donald Trump is a puppet of Putin.
Right. So I guess these terrorists have got these, "Make America Great Again" hats that they're wearing while they do this. It goes beyond the pale to suggest that this is a Trump rally going on, except they blow up people now.
Yeah. Now, all right, we haven't finished yet because there's so much material. President Obama talking about...
And it's only Monday morning.
It's only Monday. Isn't it great? The gift that keeps on giving. President Obama talking about Fox News. He says, quote, "Structurally, we've become a very polarized society. And if all you're doing is watching Fox News and listening to Rush Limbaugh, then there's a lot of misinformation on a regular basis." Now, what's interesting to me about that is it's well established that I would say, and this is being kind, 95% of the media is liberal. They're giving Hillary a pass. And yet here we have a president saying half the country is being fooled by Fox News and Rush Limbaugh.
Couple of points on this. This is the first president, I think, in history who has ever singled out one network for relentless attacks. I don't think anyone's ever done that before. Secondly, why does he attack Fox? Because Fox is the only network that doesn't march lockstep with this administration and the candidate they're supporting. He cannot stand the fact that he cannot control the narrative at Fox News. Never mind Rush Limbaugh.
It's a very, very good point, and I promise that we will not edit any of that to make it change its meaning. Brent Bozell, I'm very sarcastic today. Thank you so much.
She's on her way to deciding.
We'll see.
About deciding.
We couldn't help her any more than we have.
I know.
You know what I mean? She's got just a free ride so far from the media. We're the biggest ones promoting her campaign. So.